I'm Nicole Frolick of Inflexible Me, and today I'm going to be sharing with you why I came out of the spiritual closet and what happened when I decided to make that leap. It was a hard decision for me. I guess I've been pretty active on my spiritual path since I was 17, and I'm now 40. And so it's been over 20 years, but I haven't really made it a very public part of my life because I was always scared of being ridiculed for my beliefs, the ideas that I have, and a lot of the controversial issues that I go against. And so it was hard for me to keep just within myself because it was such a huge passion of mine. And but at the same time, I knew that it made people very uncomfortable when I did start to talk about it, at least people who weren't open to what I had to say or wanted to share. And so I respected that, and I kind of kept it to myself. But after coming out last year with my book, Inflexible Me, which is a personal journey of mine about basically how I realized I didn't love myself and how my body taught me to basically love myself through the practice of yoga. And it was releasing that book out into the public that really initiated me to completely step out of the spiritual closet and really own who I am and what my biggest passion is. And it's the spiritual journey. Because I realized I'm putting it out there, so what's the point of hiding anymore? But it was still scary. I was scared of what my family members would think about me. I was scared that they might be embarrassed of me. And I was also scared of what some of my friends might think, that maybe they thought I'd gone off the deep end. And I'm pretty sure some still do. But it was really empowering for me. And I decided last year to do it because it brings so much joy into my life, my spiritual journey. I love every aspect of it. I learned so much about myself. I feel like I'm constantly becoming a better person, or at least I'm on that path too. And it's brought so much joy into my life. So if something's bringing so much joy in my life, why am I hiding it? And it was a big decision, and I decided, you know what? I'm just going to own it. This is who I am. And if it makes someone uncomfortable, that's on them. It's not on me. And I decided I wasn't going to be responsible for anyone else's feelings anymore, or thoughts or ideas or beliefs as to what is acceptable and not, or what might be embarrassing or not. And it was actually one of the best decisions I made for myself, because as soon as I did, my meditation practice skyrocketed right through the ceiling. I started having incredible visions. Once I owned that practice of within myself, it's almost like my conscious awareness was allowed to expand more. It's like I accepted who I am, and it allowed me to really expand and explore so much more. And that all happened within my meditation practice, which ultimately helped me become more intuitive, and that helped me connect with my guides and angels, which is pretty darn cool if you ask me. And so the first guide that came to me was Archangel Michael. He was the first one to come to me in a meditation and offer me guidance and help me remember who I am. And for those of you who are wondering what that even means, I believe in the law of reincarnation, and so I believe that I've had many past lives here on this earth, and Archangel Michael was helping me remember a lot of those past lives. As my meditations continued, I started to connect with other archangels and ascended masters like Saint Germain, and it really took my meditations to a whole new level. My visions became extremely palpable. They became quite vivid. And when I started explaining them to some of the friends that I have that were more consciously aware and spiritually accepting of this sort of stuff, they were quite amazed at some of the visions I was sharing with them, and they asked me what my techniques were. And so I started to realize that there were a lot of people who wanted to explore this aspect of the visualization within the meditation. And so I started holding meditation groups. And as I did, I started to attract a lot of people who were interested in this. And it blew my mind, actually, at the variety of different people from all different career forms. So it wasn't just I guess you'd call the healers and the artists who people normally associate more spiritual people with, but it was people from all walks of life. So I had CEOs, people in finance, artists and healers, a whole spectrum of people coming to me and asking me for an opportunity to join me in my meditations. So I held these group meditations, and I was blown away at how quickly people were able to have their own visions and how incredibly vivid they were. And so as my circle started to expand, I started to attract many more like-minded people, and they were coming from all walks of life, as I said. And I realized that as I embraced that aspect within me, I was allowing others to embrace that aspect within me as well, and attract them to me so that we could all share in these like-minded conversations and journeys. So that was really empowering for me. So if you're someone who's also kind of contemplating coming out of the spiritual closet, you're kind of keeping things close to your heart and not really sharing it, I totally empathize with you. I know what you're going through, and it's tough. We don't want to disappoint the people we love, and we don't want to embarrass anyone. But the reality is that the spiritual journey is becoming a huge part of many more people's lives. And a lot more people are kind of waking up to that idea of what the spiritual journey entails, and why people are seeking for more meaning in their lives. And so once I did really take that step, I've noticed that even some of the people that I thought wouldn't be accepting of it are really starting to come around and embrace that part that I find so near and dear to my heart. And so if there's anything that I can say is, it's so important that we believe in who we are and accept ourselves for who we are and love that part of ourselves, especially if it's bringing you so much joy. I mean, I don't think there's anything that anyone can deny someone if it's truly bringing them joy and happiness into their life. So that's kind of why I stepped out of the spiritual closet, and I'm really happy I did. If you have had any experiences yourself stepping out of the spiritual closet and would like to share those experiences below, please do in the comments. And if you have any comments or questions for anything that I've spoken about today, please leave that below too. And if you like the video, please hit like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it if you did. That way you can stay updated on any new uploads that I share with you. So thanks for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.